Enjoying the show? You can help others find it and enjoy it too by giving us a 5-star rating or review. If you feel like reaching out to us with a question or comment, you can send us an email at mywifetherd@gmail.com. And don't forget to visit our website at mywifethedietitian.com, as well as our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy the show. It's Robin Sander from My Wife the Dietitian, and this is Nutrition Nuggets.
This is a quick review of a TikTok trend that's happening, fibremaxxing.
Fibremaxxing. Sounds like something you do in the gym.
Right.
I don't know. It's a funny term. I don't even know what it means. So this is going to be all an educational one for me.
Well, I think it's, the different macronutrients come in and out of favor. People were like protein maxing.
Oh, I see.
They're probably never going to be sodium maxing, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, what do you think? Fibremaxxing.
I guess it's like taking lots of fiber.
Yeah. And I think part of the trend is just like upping the fiber, like almost unlimited with supplements, like including supplements, like powdered fiber.
It's funny, hey? I mean, these trends, I mean, people do need to take more fiber, but then they turn it into a thing that goes overboard.
Yeah, agreed. It a lot of times it kind of things are taken to the extreme.
Mm-hmm. Like
and
maxing,
fiber maxing,
taking it to the max.
Yeah. And I mean, definitely most North Americans are falling short of getting enough fiber. Usually it's the average is like 15 to 18 grams is what a lot of people are eating. And we've always talked on this show about like trying to get more fiber. We have so many episodes about fiber.
Yeah, well, we mention it all the time.
Yeah.
For good reason. I mean, it is something that is an integral part of a healthy diet, and like the statistics show, is it North Americans or people generally aren't getting enough fiber?
Yeah, exactly. We did episode 140, Easy Ways to Add More Fiber in Your Diet, and I want to actually talk about ways to do it through food in a minute. There's episode 42, beans are good for your heart. That was a fun one that we did, all about legumes and beans, which is a fiber-rich food. So yeah, fiber is an integral part of health, as you mentioned. It's kind of like it's like nature's cleaning tool for your bowels, right? But it does way more than that. And I think a lot of people think fiber, older people, constipation, that kind of thing, right?
But it's good for your heart somehow, right?
Yeah.
How does that tie in?
Exactly. It's good for disease prevention, cardiovascular disease, colon cancer risk. It's good for weight management and keeping you satiated. It's good for blood sugar control. So helpful for prevention of diabetes, but also to help with blood sugar control if you have diabetes. And it's great for gut health, right? We've talked a lot about the gut microbiome and that we need like a variety of different plant foods to help with the diversity of gut bugs. Well, that all has to do with fiber also.
There you go.
Yeah, it's super important. And yeah, having some beta-glucan, for instance, is a type of fiber in oats, and that's actually helpful for cholesterol levels, and that helps with heart, because you just asked, how does that all connect?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you thought I forgot.
Well, yeah, and I didn't want to take you on a tangent, but is there different elements of fiber that do different things?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. There's the soluble fiber, there's insoluble fiber, there's the prebiotics, the pectin, the viscous, the non-viscous, the beta-glucan.
Wow.
Yeah, and fiber is it's almost like an anti-nutrient in that it's we've said this before, it's the indigestible part of plant foods. So fiber only comes from plants. There's no fiber in animal products. So if it comes from an animal, like if you're thinking of chicken and meat and fish, dairy products, cheese, milk, yogurt, none of that has fiber
Right.
inherently.
Like naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's a yogurt that has berries added. So
Right.
that will have fiber, right?
Sure.
So fiber is the indigestible part of plant foods. So it is an anti-nutrient in that it's almost like a brush, like it helps, go through the gut. So the soluble fiber soaks in the fluid, bulks and gels and expands. And that actually is helpful for lowering cholesterol, like helping to lower blood cholesterol. And it's also helpful for blood sugar control. Now, the insoluble fiber is kind of like the skins and you think of bran, like if you had an apple skin or some bran and you put it in water, it would just sit on top. It doesn't absorb it.
Okay.
So that's insoluble. And that is kind of like it increases the transit of the stool, meaning that it helps you have a bowel movement and it goes through a little bit faster if it's the roughage.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Because it's almost irritating to the bowel lining, but that's a good thing if, we want to keep regular. And fiber is obviously helpful for constipation. We did an episode called Constipation, Best and Worst Foods. So that was episode 116. And we actually had a guest, dietitian Andrea Hardy, Transform Your Digestion, episode 205. So that was a really good one to check out too. Oh, episode 17, Fiber, What's the Scoop Poop, is really good.
The original
Fiber episode that we did. Yeah. So yeah, it's the fibremaxxing trend is, it is good in that it highlights the importance of fiber and that more people should be including more foods with fiber. But the thing is, I think if you're going to go from low, like hardly any fiber or like 15 grams of fiber, and then all of a sudden 40, 50 or 60 or 100 grams of fiber, because some of these, some of the trends out there are like just maxing it out, right? Like, it's kind of, it reminds me of, taking vitamins and supplements and, a little bit is good. Maybe a lot is much better. So like mega dosing.
Right.
Right. That was the trend in the 90s. And we found that that's actually not helpful and it could actually be harmful. Like taking high dose vitamin E, for instance, could actually be harmful for some people. It could increase the risk of cancer. And beta carotene, the same thing. They found that it increased the risk of lung cancer in smokers if people had too much beta carotene in supplemental form.
I think most things, if you take too much of them, are going to have some negative side effects, right?
Right. And the thing is, if you're getting your fiber from food, you're likely not going to overdose, in quotes. You're not going to get too much because you're going to get too full.
Well, if you're getting it from food, right.
But when the supplements come into the picture, that's where, the balance can be off a bit. And you could get too much if you're eating it in food, plus you're adding supplements. So there are like things that happen. As I mentioned, it's an anti-nutrient. So it can actually affect the amount of calcium you're absorbing, zinc, magnesium, iron, because if you have so much fiber that your body cannot absorb those minerals.
Okay.
But in general, when people are eating a high fiber diet and they've been eating it for a long time, they're probably fine and it's not a problem. But that's where I'm just cautioning, when there's a trend like fibremaxxing to go from a little fiber in your diet to a lot all in a short time period is not good. And the biggest thing is gonna happen is
you're gonna know it.
You're gonna get bloating and pain and indigestion and just feel so awful.
The funny thing too is it's human nature when people they hear about this kind of thing, the fibremaxxing, they're not going to go out and start buying a bunch of spinach. to get more fiber, they're going to look for the easy route, which is like the capsule that's probably being, that's what's promoting the thing in the first place. There's always a product attached to these
Probably.
trends, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Take the FiberMax pill, or
the psyllium
whatever
husk
stuff you mix into water, and so people think, oh, there we go, that'll get me my fiber and that'll make me healthy, and it's the easy button again, right? The magic pill.
Yeah.
And protein was the same when protein was all the rage. And yes, if you're like a bodybuilder or an Olympic weightlifter or something like that, you need a ton of protein. You need your protein shakes and all that stuff. But for most people, you don't need hundreds of grams of protein a day, despite what the protein powder companies tell you. You got to add it to every meal and take it between meals and have it at bedtime and, hook up your IV for overnight. And, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I always say food first. Like if you can try to get your nutrition through food. So I'm just thinking an easy way. So an apple gives you 4 grams of fiber. So a handful of nuts gives you 4 grams of fiber. A banana gives you 3 grams. So that right there gives you like over 10 grams.
Mm-hmm. And what do we need for the day?
There is no actually recommended intake, but it's suggested, like adequate intake is suggested to be 25 to 38 grams. Or another way to put it is 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories.
Okay.
So if you're having a 2,000 calorie diet, it would be 28.
28. Sorry. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what you said the formula was.
I'm sorry. I put you on the spot.
I didn't know how to remember those numbers.
Okay.
I had to hit rewind there for a minute.
Yep. I'm just putting you on the spot there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So an equivalent, I just want to give you an idea of an equivalence of like 5 grams of fiber. Okay. So here are some foods that offer you 5 grams of fiber. Because if you want to get, minimum 25 in the day to 35, it's not that difficult if you're including what foods?
Well, fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big one. Grains.
Whole grains,
nuts, seeds, all of those things. What else is there?
What's good for your heart that we had in episode 42?
Oh, beans?
Yeah.
Well, beans are a vegetable.
Okay.
They were kind of under that umbrella. But sure, beans. That's another one that, you can focus on getting lots of beans.
Okay. So 5 grams of fiber, the equivalent, would be a 1/4 cup of almonds or pistachios.
Okay.
That's 5 grams of fiber right there.
It's like a handful.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not very much.
1/3 of a cup of raspberries.
Oh, nice.
5 grams of fiber. 1/3 of a cup of edamame. Those are easy, eh? 1/2 cup of frozen green peas.
Okay.
So if you are adding that to your dinner, there you go. You got 5 grams of fiber.
Yeah, nice.
A large apple.
Okay. Yep. Good snack. A lot of these are good snacks, right? You can get a lot of the fiber in your day by just having the right snacks.
Oh, you got it. We did an episode about that.
Oh, we've done an episode about everything.
Well, it was called, we did do an episode on snacks because I think that's where a lot of people fall down in the day is they might have meals that are fairly well balanced, but then the snacks go off the rails, like in terms of just, chips or just like the easy to open, grab and go kind of
granola
snacks.
Bars and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 1/2 an avocado will give you 5 grams of fiber.
Oh, wow. 1/2 an avocado.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I know. A pear. So like pears are pretty high in fiber.
Yeah, they sure are.
1/4 cup oats.
Okay. That's obviously got to be mixed into something. Into your yogurt, actually. That's your overnight oats, right? That's what you do.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, with our cereal, like you and I both have oats with nuts, with seeds, with the chia and
I probably got 30 grams of fiber just in my breakfast.
I bet you do. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. A tablespoon of chia seeds is 5 grams of fiber.
Wow.
A tablespoon of flax seeds and 1/3 of a cup of lentils is 5 grams of fiber. 4 squares of dark chocolate with 70% cocoa. Has fiber.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I knew that.
I know.
Huh. I love
I
dark
was like,
chocolate.
should I say that? Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I think you can reach, 25 to 35 with food, but if you are
With a variety of food, not just chocolate.
variety is key for your food intake, for your nutrition, because you're going to get lots of different elements to different foods. So if you have a variety in your breakfast, you are getting different phytonutrients, you're getting the fiber, you're getting some protein, you're getting the antioxidants, the polyphenols, you're getting some of those prebiotics, the beta glucan that I mentioned, the pectin in the apple. So like there's so many important natural elements in food that when we eat those whole minimally processed foods, Mother Nature's gifts, we are going to be getting a good amount of fiber just by eating instead of having to use a powder and supplementing with fiber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Despite what the marketing of these products tells you, you can get everything you need from food. You don't need to buy fancy products.
Exactly. Yeah. We did one, I was just thinking, the episode 164, prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics, all about that, the gut microbiome and those various elements in the fiber and how that helps your gut. We did a recent one, Nutrition Nuggets 153, about steel cut oats. So we kind of focused on that. I just had a client that started to use steel cut oats instead of the instant, like the little packet with the flavor packet.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, she's already had such a difference in her digestion.
Oh, really?
She feels way better and
Wow.
she feels way more satiated and is kept full longer, like through the morning.
Oh, I bet. That's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. It really works.
Yeah, it's nice hearing that feedback.
Yeah, and see how it like really can help. The other one I wanted to mention is Nutrition Nuggets 126. We did one on flax, hemp, and chia. And which one is good? They're all good, actually.
Yeah, they're all good.
They're all good.
Yeah.
If you can add a little bit of all of them, that's great.
Exactly.
And about the beans, there's one Nutrition Nuggets 134. We did the dense bean salad, the DBS.
Oh, right.
That was a TikTok trend, I think, too.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah.
Which are good. Those are positive TikTok trends that are helpful. Fibremaxxing, I mean, maybe it will push people to realize that they do need to include more fiber in their diet. And maybe it will increase like the variety of different products. But at the same time, we just said Mother Nature has her own products that are fiber rich that will satisfy those fiber needs we all have.
Exactly. There you go. If you're eating a healthy diet, you're probably getting everything you need and you don't need to supplement with anything else.
Oh, one thing I can't believe I forgot to mention.
No.
Most of these fiber foods like berries, fruit and vegetables, they are naturally packaged with water. They are full of fluid.
Oh, right.
And fluid is such a huge part of how fiber works. Like we need to make sure we're drinking enough fluid to help with the fiber going through us. Because
you said it's like cement. And if you, well,
that's good. Yeah, no,
well,
that's
not
exactly
everyone's
it.
familiar with how to make cement. So how about pancakes? If you don't have enough water in your pancake mix, it's just going to turn into a big lump.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what happens in your gut
in
and
your
in
gut.
Your bowels.
Exactly. And you don't want that. So you got to have enough water to sort of saturate the fiber that you're taking.
Exactly.
Eating.
It soaks it up. Exactly. It reabsorbs in the lower intestine. And the thing is, if you have been eating not very good and like really low fiber, maybe a lot of processed foods, fast foods, junky foods, and you're trying to get on a healthier train, then slow and low. So add one higher fiber food a day and try that for a couple days. See how you feel. Make sure you're drinking enough fluid. That's really important. And so slow and low is the name of the game when you're trying to improve your fiber intake.
There you go.
And if you have any issues with digestive problems, IBS, like irritable bowel syndrome, if you have intestinal bowel disease and you have a flare-up, or if you're undergoing cancer treatment for colon cancer or have issues with fiber in that respect, you should definitely seek the advice of a registered dietitian. And you might have certain circumstances where you can't really increase your fiber, and that's okay. You can still be healthy without doing that, but it is important to talk to someone and try to get some support in terms of diet quality and balance.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. If you're looking for more information on nutrition-related, health-related topics, you can check out our website. There's a whole bunch of articles. We've got a great blog on there, a bunch of different links. There's just a bunch of stuff to check out. And while you're there, sign up for our weekly newsletter. That's free to join, and a bunch of great information in there as well. So yeah, get on board with that, and we'll keep you in the loop on things that are happening and share some recipes and nutrition tips and all sorts of things. You can also email us your questions if you've got some. We're happy to answer them. We usually will turn it into an episode and share that information with everyone, because I'm sure you're not the only one who has that question. So feel free to email us at mywifetherd@gmail.com. And our website is mywifethedietitian.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Feel free to reach out to us there as well. And if you're liking the show, let us know. You can rate and review the show through your podcast player. You can also email us your comments too. You can share your comments on social media. You can send us your ideas. We love all the feedback. It's super helpful for us. So yeah, don't be shy. Also, don't forget to share the show with your friends. That's another thing that's super helpful. So that is it for today. We will be back next Tuesday with a full episode. So until then, have a fantastic week. Thanks for joining us today on My Wife the Dietitian. If you like what you heard, don't be shy. Leave us a comment or review, and be sure to share our podcast with your friends. If you'd like to hear more, hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on our social media pages for updates, episode trailers, and other odds and ends. For more info and links on what we discussed on today's episode, check the show notes. We'll be back next week with another informative and fun-filled episode.